में फिक्स कर
Good morning to Toastmasters and the guests that have joined today. And today I want to talk about such a thing people normally don't see inside how the business runs. I have associated with a lot of FMCG companies, the fast mover companies, and they're especially multinationals to whom I work with. How they run their business and what kind of strategy they apply, I will be talking about those things. But I will never talk about how they initiated, how they worked. I'll talk about the supermarkets which are working in Pakistan and they're minting billions of rupees in a month. So let's talk about, there are two types of business working in Pakistan. The first is called GT, other is called MT. The GT is a general trade, MT is a modern trade. And what do you mean by the modern trade? Modern trade means those stores which are working in Pakistan in which no other people supporting to you. You go into the stores, pick up the basket or pick up the trolley and you go to different categories. When you shop yourself, this is called a modern trade in Pakistan. But the general trade are those stores in which you are not self-served. You go and ask, I need that kind of a product. In a GT, in a general trade, you find four types of shops. Number one, the family grocers, the mohalla kirana stores. Third, that interfaces that we call cosmetic shop. And the fourth one, it's a dahi and doodh wala. You will find there's some food kind of items. So this kind of a structure working in Pakistan. We think that small stores, and they've invested 500,000 or 1 million, what he will be earning makes sense. But when you talk about the modern trade is further categorized in two further categories. That is called national accounts and supermarkets. National accounts, if you categorize furthermore, you will find out two kinds of stores. One is called CSD, that is owned by military, and the second one that is called utility store, which is governed by the government and always struggling like other government institutions. And then the supermarket, when you count down the things, you will find out another two categories. The one category is called international modern trade, other is called local modern trade. In international modern trade, we have two further categories, that is called the Metro Cash and Carry and ex-Hyperstar, that is currently called Carrefour, which is Dubai chain. And in the local modern trade, there's Imtiaz, Chesab and Chesab, further broken up in three parts. There's Chesab Center, Chesab Value, Chesab Department, and denoted by a red horse. They never write the department, they just denote with a horse. Now I'm talking about how they run the business. Initially, they invest the money in the infrastructure and they ask for the company, please come and visit us. After the visit, if they approve, their shelf sizes, each single inch, sold in millions. For example, there is a 5-inch shelf, it is owned by any multinational company, they pay millions of rupees per month, please put our stocks into the shelves as well. And on the other hand, you think that most of the employees are working in the stores and they are hired by the modern trade people, you think absolutely wrong. More than 85% people who are working into the stores are hired by the supermarkets but paid by the companies. Especially you see three types of employees in the modern trade. One is called merchandiser. Along with the merchandiser, that is called loader. Whenever any single product drops down by the customer, they'll start refilling it because this is your job. Now, this kind of activity again changed by the multinational, that's called Google Glass. For example, it has been initiated in South Africa currently and it is working amazingly, but due to some security reasons, it has been banned in other countries. But in South Africa, it is working. What they do, I don't need merchandiser, I don't need loaders, I don't need order bookers. What they do, for example, this is normal glass, consider this is a Google Glass. They wear the glass and they behave like this. And they open up the mobile and standing, for example, in the shampoo category. And they say, hi, this is Ranjeet and I'm coming from ABC company. What kind of stock is stocked here? He'll tell me the color. They'll tell me the grammage, they'll tell me all kinds of stock which is stocked in the complete store. So what other I can do? I just put up the order into the mobile phone and within 15 minutes they'll start filling up their kind of things. So this is amazing thing which is initiated by the supermarkets. On the other hand, what kind of new things they have adopted? In a country like Pakistan, half of the things are sold on the faces. Not my face, not Talab's face, not Asgar's face, on the beautiful faces. So they hired the brand ambassador. The brand ambassador are further categorized in two categories. One is called A1 category, other is called below A1 category. The beautiful ladies are always selling their products, are giving their pitches on the cosmetic category or hair category. And the rest of the BAs, they are not A1 class because we choose the A plus, B category or C category. Believe me, these categories are not made by us. This is you people who made us choose so. So that's why we compare the sales with the A plus category kind of profile, with the B category kind of profile. A category profile gives us major sales. So now that's why color brings a lot of revenues for the companies as well. So last but not the least, in the whole business, you think when I go into the market, I purchase anything which is cost 200 rupees, but in a modern trade, it costs me 50 rupees margin. Yes, there are 50 rupees margin. Why? Because a shop incurs 7 cost. 7 number of costs, but modern trade incur only 1 cost because they directly purchase from the market factory. That's why they are selling us the things on a low margin. So this is the business which is run in Pakistan. In 10 years, it has been grown up 83%, and especially you look at the supermarket, they are copying international standards. And yes, we have beaten. Means Imtiaz has beaten international champs, Carrefour and the Metro Cash and Carry, and it's struggling a lot in Pakistan. In 10 years, it was one supermarket. Before it was Kriana. Now there are 9 Imtiaz supermarkets working in Pakistan. In Karachi. Across Pakistan, there are 20 Imtiaz supermarkets working in Pakistan. So gradually, it is increasing, and it's a good sign for us. Last but not the least, the impact of modern trade on the revenues of small stores. If the modern trade increases, the small store will be finished within 5 years, as the strategy says. Thank you very much.